Good morning, everybody. My name is Darlene, and I have Parkinson's. Welcome to Make It Monday. We're going today to make Snickers salad. I think salad is used very loosely here. There's not much goodness in it. Salad usually is good. This is good tasting, but it's not good for you. So, without further ado, let's get on with Snickers. Here's the recipe for anybody. It's small writing today. I am going to put it in the description box because I doubt if anybody can read that. But we're going to go over the ingredients. There's going to be Granny Smith apples, pineapple, Cool Whip, and Snickers bars. And we're going to start with the apples. You do not need to peel your apples. You do have to take stickers off if they have them. Can you see where I am? Yes. Okay. Now, hopefully I can get these apples done without too much difficulty. All right. Now, this is the part where everybody gets nervous. Darlene picks up a knife, and it's like, oh. I'm sure there's things that they've developed for people who have trouble with knives and stuff. Okay. Now, I once heard, I don't know if there's any truth to it or not, but I once heard that apple seeds were actually poisonous. You'd probably have to have a great quantity of them, but I did hear that, and I don't know if that's true or not. I probably shouldn't pass it on if it's a falsity, but that's one of those things that I'd have to look up to know. Okay. Now, I'm going to put those seeds in the garbage bowl here. There's a lot of seeds in these little apples. Now, Granny Smith is a nice apple for if you're doing any kind of cooking and stuff. I don't overly care for it just as an eating apple, but some people do. But I remember as a child, boy, it was a novelty to get the green apples because you just didn't get them often. There was a place in Ontario when we were living out there. It was in Guelph, I think, that this place was, and it was like a big barn that had an apple orchard attached to it. And in this barn, there's all kinds of sort of bins. And if your parents went in there to shop, each child got to pick an apple. And we always picked a green apple when we went there because we just loved it. We didn't get them at home. You know what? I was hoping to just do this without pausing you people because then I could just keep on talking. And I do like to gab. But I'm thinking that it's taking me a little bit extra time to do these apples. So I probably should pause you and then, well, I'll finish doing this one and then I will pause and come back. Okay, I'm going to cut this into small little pieces here. You do not need to peel your apple. You can if you want to, but you know, that's extra little bit of fiber and probably not a bad idea just to keep it on. So you get the idea here. We're just going to cut it into these little tiny chunks and put it in. Oh, geez, I'm throwing it on the floor too. Anyway, we've got 3 of them, and I'll be back when I'm finished. And we're back. Okay, there's the apples all chopped up. And then we're going to add a 20-ounce can. This is actually 19 ounces of crushed pineapple. Here we go with cutting again. Everybody that's nervous of knives, look away. Maybe I'll just tell you a story while I'm cutting these Snickers bars up. I was going to say that my daughter took quite a few holidays with my parents when she was young. And there was one particular holiday that she went to the United States. Now, of course, I didn't go with her, so she just had a great time with Grandma and Grandpa. But they were on their way home, and I guess they were just about home, and they decided to stop and have a bite to eat. And they stopped at a restaurant, and while they were sitting there, Grandma noticed something. So Grandma says to Claudine, Claudine, come to the bathroom with me. And Claudine says, why? And she says, I just want to check something out. So off they went to the bathroom, and when she went into the bathroom, Grandma lifted her shirt up, and sure enough, covered in chicken pox. Absolutely covered in chicken pox. So that was one souvenir that they weren't expecting to bring home, but they did bring it home. And we had to deal with the fact that she had them. Oh, I'm going to have to get a bigger knife. A bigger knife. Uh-oh. Just back in a second. Oh, now I'm in with the dangerous weapons bill. I'm in with the dangerous weapons. Now we got the big kahunas. All right. Let's put that on the flat surface. There we go. Now we're just going to cut these in half lengthwise and then into little chunks. You can see why I said this isn't exactly a salad. I don't see any green vegetables in sight. Don't see very much that's good for us here. But man, is it going to be good to eat. All right. Just about there. Got one last chocolate bar. These are harder chocolate bars right now because I did have them in the fridge, because it's a little bit easier to cut them when they're not smushing down. So, there we go. Now, let me just wipe my hands here. I've got a napkin. All right. So, can we see this now? All right, we got apples, pineapple, and Snickers bars. Now we got, well, this is whip topping. Cheap version of Cool Whip. I'm having trouble though. Can't get the lid off. Just a minute. Okay, thank you. Ooh, good stuff. All right. So now, it says how much Cool Whip. It says a small tub, so I won't use this entire thing. So, we'll use about half of it. There we are. All right. Now, that's everything in there. You can see there is not a great deal of healthiness, but you know what I'm wondering? Did it say to drain that pineapple? No, it doesn't say to drain it. Good. I just noticed that there's a lot of juice in here, but maybe that's what keeps the apples from spoiling. I think I would have, if I thought about that, I might have drained that a little bit. So that's, I guess, a personal preference. The recipe does not say to do it, but oh no, it's mixing in now pretty good. It just took me a minute to get it going. An average person with good hands probably would be able to do that fairly quickly. I'm neither average nor quick. So, all right. Now I'm going to store this in the refrigerator for a couple of hours, but the recipe does say eat the same day. So I'm going to have to either give some of this away or pig out. I don't want to do that. I'm not sure if Claudine's coming over today. If she was coming over today, I could give her some. But in the meantime, That's our salad. It would look pretty if I put it in a nice bowl, but I'm going to put it in here. So, okay, that's today's Make It Monday. I hope you all make it and enjoy it. See you tomorrow.